Carson Jenkins, the 18-year-old son of Jonathan and Catherine Charlie Jenkins, has been reported missing by his parents. Welcome to Hawthorn Junction.
Hello, guys.
I'm Will.
I'm Kristen.
And we are finally tackling Hunt-A-Killer's premium box, Hawthorn Junction, which I've heard endless positive things about.
I have too. People are really pumped about it.
I know. We've had it in our possession. We just haven't been able to get around to it, but that's all done. That's behind us. The time is now.
Right, and I'm really curious because it's a very different vibe than other Hunt-A-Killer boxes and things.
It absolutely
It feels totally, well, not totally different, but just kind of like, it's a little bit more lighthearted. And I'm curious and interested to get into it. It feels fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all fun, but you know what I mean?
But
like,
this is like poppy and kind of cartoony and playful. It seems like it has like all the Hunt-A-Killer stuff, I think, comes with a sense of humor. This is the most like out there that it's ever been from my perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're not familiar with Kristen and me, we've been tackling Hunt-A-Killer for, well, really since the beginning.
Yeah.
We've got videos of all of Hunt-A-Killer season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. Empty Faces Season 1, Hunt-A-Killer's premium boxes, 1934, 1968, 1973. All of those videos are already available if you go to youtube.com/talkbomb for you to check out. And finally, we're going to be adding Hawthorn Junction here to our canon of solved cases.
Yes. So, Will, what do you think that we're exactly doing here?
So a couple of things. I want to take a look at, because Hunt-A-Killer, and by the way, I work for Hunt-A-Killer. Hunt-A-Killer has on the website for Hawthorn Junction, get your own box, huntakiller.com/Hawthorn Junction.
Today.
Sign up, get it. Spoiler alert, we're going to try to ruin this mystery. So if you have any interest in solving it yourself, go get your box now, huntakiller.com/Hawthorn Junction. Anyway, on that page, they have a like a trailer. Like a video.
Yep.
I've watched it before. I want to watch it again with you in just a couple seconds.
Yes.
But
I haven't seen it yet, so I'll be watching along with you guys if anybody's just going to this fresh.
Perfect. But then I love the way that with every one of these premium boxes, and really all the subscription boxes as well, I love, though, the way that Hunt-A-Killer sets up the rules.
Yes.
When you first open Hawthorn Junction, one of the things that you're immediately going to notice, you get a tote bag from Jenkins General Store, but right inside that, you get this Hawthorn Farmstead folder, which basically has a bunch of materials welcoming you to town.
Yeah.
We have newly moved to town, whoever we are, whatever our character is. We have bought a house in Hawthorn Junction.
Right.
Some of the materials that came our way, one of them, and I think this is the most telling, because most of the things that come in the Hawthorn Farmstead folder are like, you know, menus for restaurants in town.
Yeah.
Stuff about sightseeing, a big giant map. And strangely enough, we got a piece of mail for Catherine Jenkins. We are not Catherine Jenkins.
No.
Catherine Jenkins is a character in Hawthorn Junction.
Right.
And this piece of mail sent to her was being sent by Marla Froman.
A disgruntled private investigator.
Disgruntled is right.
Yeah.
Because Catherine's son, Carson,
Carson, yep.
went missing, just as so many people have in Hawthorn Junction.
Yeah.
And Marla, basically, in looking for Carson, she finds him, but then she discovers all the other missing cases. So
Yeah.
I think what we're getting is very bubbly on the surface story about an idyllic community.
Right.
With a lake and a forest and a general store. And just under the surface is all of this interpersonal drama of competing real estate developers, competing store owners, and their mixed up little lives.
Yeah.
All being gobbled up by a monster called Blue Lizzy.
Well, so that's part of my question. Do you think that we are looking here at a serial killer or killers or literal human on murder, human on person murder thing?
Human on person.
Or is this the story of Blue Lizzy being real?
I'm anticipating kind of like a Scooby-Doo, let's say, that the story of Blue Lizzy, which is supposed to be like a Loch Ness Monster type monster that lives in the lake, Sag Pond.
Right.
Lives in Sag Pond and perhaps gobbles people up.
Yeah.
I think that is what some enterprising serial killer is using to mask what they're doing, which is killing people in town who get in the way.
Yep.
And I'm already kind of thinking, I don't know this stuff for real, so if I predict the ending...
Right. Cool. He truly doesn't.
Yeah. I wonder if a lot of this stuff might be a smokescreen where it's like the Hawthorn family, Sarah Hawthorn and her brother Chuck, have a rivalry with the Jenkin family.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
I wonder if some of that is to set up what really is going on behind the scenes, or if a lot of that is smokescreen and it's going to turn out to be like, no, there's a monster. Or if the monster is setting it up and there's somebody that's like, no, we've got to maintain the integrity of the town.
Right.
I killed those people because they had gaudy lifestyles. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I would enjoy that.
It makes me think of the movie Hot Fuzz, where like, people were being, I guess spoilers for Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz keeps coming up for me in the last. I do too. It is very weird how often Hot Fuzz is coming up for me recently.
Weird.
But yes, totally. It sounds like that.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I think it could be all of the above. I like the idea, but I don't think it is that. That Blue Lizzie is real and the people of the town somehow guard this secret, and maybe something about that facilitates these murders. Maybe that leads to some of the discord.
Maybe.
But let's dig into it a little bit and see what's going on.
So let's take a look here. I'm going to switch over here. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Hawthorn Junction that Hunt a Killer put together.
Yes. So Jen says she thinks that we are to find out why and how the people went missing and who did it.
Yes, exactly. So here we go. Once again, is just a reminder that you can go to huntakiller.com/Hawthorn Junction to get a box of your own. And
you can watch this video
along
anytime you please.
Us.
Welcome to your new home in Hawthorn Junction, where industry meets community. Need help settling in? Visit Town Hall, where you'll always be met with friendly faces. Your Sunday place of worship is located on Reed Road. Don't forget to take in the sights and visit our local farms. Enjoy the hustle and bustle of our busy Main Street for all your shopping needs. Hungry?
I'll be returning that.
Our dining establishments use the best local ingredients. Be sure to visit Paula's, the state's largest truck stop, for all your automobile needs. Hawthorn Junction. You'll fit right in.
You know, I think they're right. I think we will fit right
I feel comfortable.
Are you ready to move into Hawthorn Junction?
Yes.
All right.
Let's move in. Let's look at our welcome packet.
Exactly. So inside the Hawthorn Farmstead welcome packet, greeting you. I was surprised to see it. It's a DVD.
Yeah,
So we're going to quickly take a look at that DVD, see what's on it, and see what we learn.
Cool. I'm excited to see this.
Welcome to your new home. Herbdale Hawthorn was the first to claim this land that would later become Hawthorn Junction. When he ventured through the dark woods and found himself on the bank of Sag Pond Lake, he knew he had found paradise. As travelers searching for a new life found the fertile spot, more and more began to call it home. Hawthorn's farm grew, and the town expanded. Hawthorn sold half of his acreage to two other men, Samuel Jenkin and Ichabod Plum.
Ooh, good
Jenkin
name.
and Plum began to quarrel about their boundaries, but Hawthorn would mediate and...
Ichabod Plum.
Yeah.
That is.
An excellent name.
And Samuel Jenkin.
Samuel.
Not Samuel.
No.
Samuel.
Well done.
Ichabod Plum.
generally keep the peace. In 1910, Jenkin and Plum agreed to incorporate a large parcel of their lands into a town, which they named Hawthorn Junction. And so the town was born. Your closest neighbor and town's namesake are the Hawthorn twins, Sarah and Charles. They operate the modern Hawthorn Farms, a pork production operation that also creates specialty soaps. Be sure to mind the property line. Trespassing is a no-no. Speaking of pork, enjoy local meat and grab the pulled pork sandwich at Bingo's Diner. And say hi to Harold, the town's oldest busboy. Amanda's Diner also has food. The Jenkin family has served as grocer and postal outpost for over 75 years. At the edge of town, all your automobile needs can be met at Paula's. She'll treat you right and keep you running smooth. Town Hall is located at the corner of Main and Skylark. stop in and chat with Mayor Roscoe. His door is always open. Good old Dodd Plum runs the Blue Lizzie Museum. The town's local legend and tourist attraction, the Blue Lizard Woman, is said to live in Sag Pond Lake. Blue Lizzie has become the shining star of Hawthorn Junction's economy, inspiring the museum, merchandise, and even a yearly street festival. So again, welcome. You are joining a vibrant community of people who work together to achieve a finer life. You'll fit right in.
Cool. Thanks, Sheila Glenn.
Awesome. That was great.
And she has her side hustle, McGlenn Realty or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. If we wanted to have a vacation.
Yeah.
What's it called? Timeshare.
Timeshare.
Welcome to your new home.
So there you go. I like that they're like, go on down to Bingo's Diner.
Yeah, I know.
Also, Amanda's has food.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was great.
There's also, I'm trying to think, there's something that's recommended and they specifically say, like, don't go to this one. This isn't the recommended thing, like in the realtor thing.
Yeah. That was for, was that for like pest control or something like that?
Oh, yes, it was for pest control. It was like, we do not recommend Hawthorn pest control.
There's a big weird thing running through Hawthorn Junction about pest control.
Yes. Lots of pests, even in the letter with like the weird things at the end.
Yeah.
There's a thing about a centipede, I think it is.
Okay.
I'm curious about whether that letter, that's the only one I noticed for sure. So let's find the letter that I'm talking about so we can.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here, I've also got everything up on the screen.
Oh, right. Okay.
Who was it from, you think?
Not from Marla. From Sarah Hawthorn.
From Sarah Hawthorn.
Yep.
So, yeah, one of the things that we're greeted with, and I'm surprised to see from that welcome DVD, they talk about how Samuel Jenkin and Ichabod Plum.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love that name.
I know, it's so good.
Ichabod Plum.
Ichabod Plum.
That's such a good name.
It really is.
All right. Anyway, how Jenkin and Plum were responsible for founding Hawthorn Junction.
Yes.
But we have a letter from Sarah Hawthorn, and we know about her brother Chuck.
Right.
So, why is it called Hawthorn Junction if Jenkin and Plum founded it?
Maybe
and
they wanted
Hawthorns live here. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah. That is really strange.
So
I don't know.
Regardless, we've got this letter from Sarah Hawthorn welcoming us to town. She's responsible for giving us the bar of soap
Yep.
that we'll be taking a look at.
Yes.
She says she has a standing date with Charlie Jenkin and Paula Molyneux, but it would be nice to have a fourth for bridge. My dear brother has many fine qualities, but he has no patience for cards. He says he prefers more dangerous games.
And William, what's the most dangerous game? Man.
Hunting man.
That's right. Taylor says, and she has a good point, with the emphasis on fitting in, her mind went straight to cult.
Ooh, I like
which
that
I
too.
like a lot.
You'll fit right in.
Yeah.
We'll indoctrinate the hell out of you.
Right.
Yeah. But you brought up this letter because at the end of it, Sarah Hawthorn seems to go nuts.
Right.
This is the final paragraph of her letter. If there's ever anything you need, feel free to drop by. We're always looking for new ways to serve our neighbors, and we'd love to have you. Go was to the blah, bitterly blah, one cantaloupe blah centipede. On flavorless telescope, blah blah candying to the blah west blah. Feel excited in a blah good on blah satisfy the cremated day. Blah time bomb, blah anytime vomiting candying. Blah was my frequently blah take on why. Stop.
Warmly, Sarah Hawthorn.
Now, what the hell is that? But you're right, mentioning centipedes again when we already know, there's
a bug vibe.
Yeah, and so here, let's start to show some of this stuff a little bit. We got also in here, we got flyers like you would just traditionally get junk mail.
Right.
One of them was for Paula's truck stop, but the other, I think is telling, is that it's for exterminators. What's the name of this one? Do we know? Does it say on here? Pest Assured.
That's weird.
Pest Assured.
Yeah, I guess Pest Assured.
Because then we know in our Welcome to Hawthorn thing that there are recommendations of who to use for what.
Right.
Recommended exterminator is Pest Assured. Oh, no, it was the heating and cooling thing. Well, regardless, the fact that Sarah mentions centipedes, and now we've got all of this exterminator stuff.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the people that have gone missing were exterminated. They were considered pests.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Right?
Maybe, but it also seems to me like so that could be sort of like a hidden in plain sight sort of thing, but it does seem, the fact that they have a quarterly worm and snail race or whatever it is.
Right.
Is there an overabundance of pests in Hawthorn Junction, maybe because of Blue Lizzy? Is that some sort of side effect of having that kind of like creature around? Like,
that's interesting.
You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
So let me see. Jen says she's figured this out. She knows the blahs. Jen, did you just figure this out just now from just like watching, like hearing us talk about it? Or did you figure it out? Don't necessarily tell us yet, but did you figure it out just from like looking at the letter, or have you worked the box and you're figuring it out? I'm just curious.
Well, and I will say further to that is that in the letter, obviously, the wacky section starts here with the word go.
Yeah.
And it ends with the word stop.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is almost like you could view it as sort of like a set of instructions.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, like, obviously this is some sort of a coded message, but like maybe this pairs with the map, because we have this really amazing town map.
Yeah.
Which I love. It
it's
reminds
awesome.
me of like artwork that you've seen of.
Like a zoo map.
Yeah, it's like a zoo map.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So I wonder if it's like go. And we have to know where to start for go to make sense, obviously.
Right.
Which maybe that's Hawthorn Farms. Right? 7. Anyway, whatever. Just kind of thinking out loud. Like maybe this is the starting point.
Yeah.
And she says go. And it was like go was to the bitterly blah. And maybe there's a thing called the bitterly whatever.
Yeah, something.
You know?
Yeah.
And so we have to follow a trail. And then maybe by following that trail, we're actually drawing something.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
You know, that's not impossible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's that to consider. The only other thing that I want to point out about Sarah Hawthorn is the fact that she mentions her brother Chuck being into dangerous games. And I think one of the bigger mentions I've found about Chuck is here on the flyer for the church, which there's also like a big religious thing going on in this box.
Right.
Chuck Hawthorn is a beloved longtime member and deacon of the church. His family has lived in Hawthorn Junction for generations, and he always strives to make his hometown a better place. As one of our most active volunteers, Chuck is not afraid to spread God's message wherever he goes.
Yeah, that's a little...
We asked him the reason for his dedication, and he replied, "My sister and I just want this town to be free of sin. Reverend Al feels the same way. We want to create a place without greed or intemperance. Thank you, Chuck, for your continued piety and devotion."
Right.
So that obviously also suggests some sort of a motive if he's trying to eradicate sin in town.
Right.
And that might be a pretty relative thing to Chuck.
Absolutely.
Who are the sinners?
Yeah.
Are the sinners perhaps the people that we have newspaper articles about?
Yeah,
perhaps
completely.
a local firefighter?
Yep.
Or could it be an elementary school teacher? Did Chuck do away with them?
I think that is a very good thought.
But it's also the kind of thing that feels like it might be a
red herring. I know.
And I think in Hawthorn Junction, there are going to be a lot of red herrings.
Completely. Because for this to be a premium box where everything is just, it's going to be a complete story, like there need to be more misdirects in one box than there usually are. Like a condensed amount of red herrings and misdirects that we usually see over the whole season of Hunt to Killer are going to be in here.
Yeah.
So we can trust things that we see even less, I feel, in a premium box than in a regular box.
Yeah, that may be true.
Yeah.
And I do want to also point out, I found in like reading through all the clues and stuff, there were a couple times that like a URL would be mentioned. We have a flyer for the Blue Lizzy Museum and Petting Zoo, all about the local monster, Blue Lizzy, who may or may not be real.
Yep.
But according to them, Blue Lizzy is definitely real.
It's a really good URL.
It's an amazing URL, and so I already have that opened up so that we have the
Beautiful,
Blue Lizzy
William.
Museum and Petting Zoo if and when we want to check that out.
Excellent.
There was also a URL on the
welcome letter.
Yeah, Hawthorn Farmstead. So we've got this Welcome to Hawthorn Junction website as well. A lot of Hunt to Killers mysteries, they come in the box, but the box, you got to like...
Yeah.
You got to think outside the box.
Oh, well, there's almost always some sort of online component, which I like a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, what do you want to... I guess let's stay on the Sarah Hawthorn trail real quick.
Yes.
Because the Marla Froman, the private detective,
right,
who was trying to get in touch with Catherine Jenkin but accidentally sent all her stuff to us, found this in the bathroom at Paula's truck stop.
Right.
It's a lot of graffiti. Who knows what all of it means? Some of it doesn't mean anything, and I really love it. There's a poem here that says, "I'm so numb, tears run red, red like blood, I am dead."
Yeah, which is awesome.
And a bunch of people wrote around it. Wow, so deep.
Cool poem. Who gave a 12-year-old a Sharpie?
Someone wrote, I love your mom.
Yep. Anyone want to buy some used dentures, huh?
And then we've got up here, for a good time, call Sarah Hawthorn. Now that's your typical truck stop.
Right.
Not cool, gross stuff.
Right.
Even worse, right beneath it, somebody added, she doesn't need a boyfriend. She's got her brother. Mm-hmm. So an insinuation that Sarah Hawthorn and Chuck are like bizarrely close.
That would make Chuck a sinner.
Oh,
It would also make Sarah a sinner.
Oh, that's a very interesting point. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see. So Taylor said a question. Notice on the elementary school teacher's missing notice that he claimed to have seen Blue Lizzy once. Is that... I don't know if it's just my phone. It like trailed off. Can you go...
Really? Notice on the elementary school teacher's missing notice that he claimed to have seen Blue Lizzy once. Is that a common thing with the missing persons? Not really. I don't think so.
I think it happens maybe one other time there's a mention of Blue Lizzy. I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not all saying... Like, it's not as tidy as being like...
Right, they've all mentioned.
Right,
yeah.
or like there was everybody who went missing had cited her recently.
Right.
Or something.
Right.
Not quite.
Yeah.
So
Christy
far,
says she loved Hawthorn Junction. Yes.
I'm pumped about it. So obviously, Carson Jenkin, who I opened the story with, he was 18. Mm-hmm. He ran away intentionally. And he's been found. He's going to juvie.
Right.
And Marla Froman is saying, like, you wasted my time, basically, with this case. It's nothing, but I did find these other missing people.
Right. Well, and also he says that Blue Lizzy ran him out of Hawthorn Junction. Marla Froman is an outsider, so she might just think that's some BS. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, true.
So she's saying herself he's a runaway. He said that he had to run away because of Blue Lizzy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. But either way,
or no, he says he claims he was abducted in the middle of the night by a swamp woman, and the whole ordeal left him so shaken. He had to leave her.
Yeah, and so that might be Blue Lizzy or what, but a swamp woman and a monster that lives in Sag Pond. You can obviously see how that might be the same thing.
Right. He says he woke up in a small room without furniture and with a whole lot of killing tools. He was delirious but able to run out the door and into the woods. He says he got lost and turned around but finally came out by the church. If you ask me, I think he found some moonshine, got drunk, and passed out in some neighbor's shed.
I also want to point out that she says that he's landed himself in juvie. Mm-hmm. And then it's mentioned in the newspaper article that he's 18. Do 18-year-olds go to juvie?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's strange.
Yes.
So I don't know about that.
I don't know.
But yeah, so we've got at least confirmed that Carson Jenkin is alive and well, but claims that he saw a swamp woman. Mm-hmm. And then we have the missing firefighter who was going to the Monster Festival, and basically one of his friends, her friends, turned around, turned back, and the firefighter was missing.
Right. Was your impression that, so they say with friends at out-of-state, you know what? I think I read it as at an out-of-state monster festival. So it was like, it was the Blue Lizzy Fest, but they didn't know what it was called, so they told the newspaper she was at some monster festival.
That's what I think, because this is not from the Hawthorn Junction paper. This is from the Blairsdat Daily.
Right.
So it sounds to me like Maura Stevenson went to an out-of-state monster festival, which was the Blue Lizzy Festival, which we know just happened.
Right.
We moved to town too late to go to it,
right.
basically.
Diana says, anybody found dead? No, I don't think so, right?
Not found dead, all missing.
Yeah, just missing.
Yeah. There were even, was it this or was it the school teacher? I think maybe it was the school teacher. The mayor at a certain point.
Oh, yeah, which is so weird.
Yeah. So this school teacher also from outside of Hawthorn Junction has gone missing. And a bunch of people were calling on the authorities within Hawthorn Junction to dredge the lake. Mm-hmm. But the mayor, Cole Roscoe, refused. He was saying, we can't in good conscience disturb the tranquility of the ecological systems in equilibrium in our lake when there's no evidence to suggest that there is a man down there. His truck is gone. He up and left. Tell his wife he's gone for a better life.
The hell?
Yeah.
Cole Roscoe sounds suspicious to me.
Couldn't agree more. So it's weird that the person...
hey, Al. Allie's here.
Oh, hey, Al. It's weird to me that the person who was a Hawthorn Junction resident who went missing saw the monster and was run out of town by it.
Yes.
And then the other two cases we have are outsiders who came to Hawthorn Junction and went missing.
Right.
Within town. It's like the opposites.
Yeah.
You know, in town, you leave.
Yep.
From out of town,
You get
come
sucked in.
and you stay.
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's up with that?
I really don't get it. So Christy pointed out, she said that she saw that it said on the wall, the graffiti, look under the dumpster in the bingo parking
I
lot.
saw that. Yeah. And then someone wrote, which dumpster? Why? And then someone said, the one under the street lamp.
You'll see. So is that something we can somehow look at the map for or something like that? Like, is there anything we can do with that at this point?
Well, why don't we use that as a launching point to check out the website? Because right now, I can just show you up here. We've got all the clues in front of us, but it's easier to show everybody this. We've got the map of the town. Bingo's Diner is the red 2. That would be this right here. Obviously, this map is not drawn to be realistic, so we can't see the dumpster in the parking lot. We can only see the building itself. But we know from one of the letters welcoming us to Hawthorn Junction to go to visit hawthornjunction.com. So why don't we just start here? There's so much information.
Yeah.
But we know what we're
You go to
looking for.
businesses.
So let's go to businesses. Bingo's Diner. Do we have a site or anything? Established in 1948, Bingo's has a legacy of serving tasty food made fresh with local ingredients. It was named Hawthorn Junction's best restaurant for the 14th year in a row. Be sure to try their prize-winning blue ribbon pulled pork sandwich made with meat from Hawthorn Farms. This would be Sarah Hawthorn's business, which is mocked by Lenny Looselips, I think, in the Jenkins newspaper, saying that they may use questionable meat, and somebody bit into a sandwich and found a wedding ring once. So Bingo's is using food from Sarah's place, which may have questionable meat.
Right.
Open for breakfast and lunch only. Bucktooth Bar. Okay, we've got the Blue Lizzie website. I'm not seeing a website for Bingo's.
So Monica says there are letters and numbers and a code under the TP holder. William, always look under the TP holder.
Yeah, I saw those too. They're addressed to C from P.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, C could be a couple of people. It could be Chuck Hawthorne. It could be Charlie Jenkin, Catherine Jenkin. And who would the P?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if we know a P right now.
At least not one that's jumping to mind, but we can keep an eye out for P.
Yeah.
And then this, is it math here? 609 divided by 4, 164 divided by 7 times 2. Right? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that how am I reading that?
Yeah.
Right? And so then that would just turn into individual numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
We don't know what to do with those yet.
Do you want to just try and mess with? There are a couple things that we could do just to almost get them out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to do just a couple of small things like that?
Sure.
So let's just try to do this math real quick. Can you just pull up here? I'll give you my phone to use a calculator.
Yeah.
That way we can just kind of grind through it real quick and get her done.
Then I want to crack into this soap.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's anything in here.
I know. We suspect that there might be something hidden in the bar of soap.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Give me 609 divided by 4.
It's 152.25.
Oh, see, that immediately makes me think that this is not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Say the number again.
Although, I would think that as well, but the 7 times 2 thing is weird. That does make me think it's dividing.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what we would do with this number,
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to go from left to right, and then I'll just have everything vertically over here on this side. Okay, next one is 164 divided by 7.
Okay.
And then multiply that by 2.
46.85.
86, we're going to round up.
Okay.
Give me 261 divided by 7.
37.28.
0.29. We're going to round up
Okay.
to 2 decimal points. 342 divided by 3, I think.
114.
That's clean. 723 divided by 2.
361.5.
Cool. 606 divided by 1. That's okay. That's 606.
Okay, yeah.
681 divided by 5.
136.2.
Okay. 164 divided by 2. 82.
82, William.
438 divided by 2.
219.
8. Ooh, what do you think this is? 855?
Yeah.
Okay. 855 divided by 2.
427.5.
361 divided by 2.
180.5.
305 divided by 2.
Oops, hang on a second.
You good?
Clear. What was it?
Clear. 305 divided by 2.
152.5.
And last one is 384 divided by 5.
76.8.
Okay. And this
All
is
right.
coming from P. So we'll hold on to that. We're going to try to figure out who that might be.
Yeah.
I'm going to put C up here. I'm going to say it's either Chuck, Hawthorn. Did you lose it completely?
Yeah, I threw it kind of far.
Or Catherine Jenkin. I mean, probably. But we don't know for sure. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then the other things that I think.
Aw, teachers meeting teachers in the chat. That's nice.
Oh, that's great. I like
Okay,
that.
so what's the other thing?
The other things that I think that we could do the kids menu.
Yeah, yep.
Just to get it done. This is from Bingos.
Yes, I wonder if we'll find some like shapes or something.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll start inserting stuff. Okay, this might be kind of fast.
Yeah.
Should I? Maybe I should. Gradient.
Gradient.
Format. Shape. Let's. I want to make sure that we can still see.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna color it, but we'll be able to see through it. We'll
Cool.
kind of gray it out. No line. Okay. So right away I see the word beef.
Yep. I'm seeing sauce
Ooh, where do you see sauce?
right there.
Yeah, it says to scribble out these things. So yeah.
Yeah. Salad.
Salad.
I love salad.
Ooh, they go backwards. That's very tricky. I never liked it in word searches when they did things backward.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
Noodle.
And yeah, I'm wondering if the leftover letters are going to give us a secret message.
Yeah.
I see tomato. Or if like maybe we'll find most of these things and then some of the words won't be there.
Right.
Nut? Is that in the word bank?
Let me
Nut?
see. I don't see it.
No,
Could it be
I see-
tuna?
I see
Yep, it's
nut.
tuna.
Oh, it's tuna backwards. Tuna backwards is a nut. How about that?
Look at that. Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. I love chicken.
Oh, it's chicken.
Let's see.
Sausage. I see
Yep.
you. You do not hide from me, sausage.
Pork.
Pork. Where do you see it?
Here.
Okay.
Followed closely by meat, William.
Ooh, you are correct.
Okay. Let's see.
Bingo. We would need in here.
What are we looking for?
Maybe I'm gonna.
Is
start-
ham in here? Ham.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Mushroom.
Okay.
Rice.
Man, you're on a roll.
Thanks. I'm pretty good at word searches.
Yeah. I used to like them. I used to
yeah, I
get
did
those
too.
like little workbooks. Mm-hmm. Used to really enjoy those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start trying to cross off words that we've already found on the left
Yeah,
here,
good
so that
call.
we can like work with what's left over.
Yeah.
You know?
There's roast.
Okay.
Roast based.
Roast beef.
Roast based. Avocado.
Okay.
Yam.
Wow.
Yam.
It's a short one. It's a good find.
That is a short one,
I'm
Will.
just saying, it's a good find. It's only 3 letters.
Pizza.
Ooh, and I just saw spinach.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is,
Ooh.
Kristen, that is exciting.
Ooh, spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach. French fry.
Oh, it's going backwards. Got it.
Yeah.
French fry.
Stew. Is that one?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, it is. STEW.
That's the stuff.
Tacos.
Ooh.
Get out from me. Is it taco or tacos? Tacos. Okay. I found bingo.
I would say bingo.
Okay.
What are we missing now?
See, this is tricky because we've got two things here. But I'm also not sure because, look, we've got H, C, V, B, S, E, S. You know what I mean? Like, these aren't looking...
Right. But maybe there'll be a word scramble or something. Who knows?
True.
We still have to try.
Chicken.
Steak.
Pork. Okay. Wait, where's steak?
Here.
Okay. All right.
Ribs.
Cool.
Oh, on the same page, Christy.
What's that?
She saw ribs too.
Diem. Maybe that's it for this half? Because there's a whole other thing here. We got stew. We got ham.
I kind of assumed that these would all be in here and that would all be in there.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
So we got tuna. Well, we got we got steak.
We got tacos.
We got tacos. We got spinach. We got yam. We got rice. We got French fry. So maybe we're good. We got roast, sausage, ribs, meat.
Yep.
Okay. Pizza, I know. Mushroom. We need mushroom.
No, we got mushroom.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, my
right there.
goodness.
So I think we did get
got
it.
salad,
Salad
we got
and noodles. Okay.
Oh. Look at that. All right, let's zoom in for part 2.
Okay.
We'll try to figure this thing out.
Let's see. What secrets do you have in store? Biscuit.
Biscuit. Bingo.
Cereal. Eggs.
Okay.
Gurt. Yogurt.
Toast.
Oh, yeah, toast.
Oh, yeah, toast.
Marmalade.
All right.
Lemon.
Ooh, and the word drone comes after lemon. Keef instead of beef. Butter.
Isn't keef like a kind of weed or something?
I have no idea. Kristen, I'm an upstanding citizen. I would know
Of
any such
course.
things.
Of course.
Berries.
Berries.
I'm right.
Where'd it go? No, never mind.
Tea.
That's cake, but that's not a thing you can do.
No.
Pear.
Pear. Okay.
Omelet.
Ooh. Wait.
What?
Omelette? Really?
Yeah.
Is that how omelet is spelled?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start trying to block out some words on the left as well. Oh, look for diner.
Okay.
Did we get pancakes? We got omelet. We got eggs.
Funny you should ask, William. Yeah, we got pancakes.
Oh. Heck yeah. Pancakes.
Ooh, thanks, guys. We're getting some help from the chat. Okay. Waffle.
Waffles or waffle?
Waffle.
Waffles.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Jam.
Jam.
And okay. Now we're up to date. Oh,
Okay.
diner is beside omelet. Yep. Right there.
Okay.
Hi.
How you doing? Good.
I brought home pizza.
Oh my god.
Man.
Kristen, do you want a slice?
I do, but not right now.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Oat. There you go.
We got oat. We got toast.
Did we get tea?
We got yogurt.
Tea?
We didn't get tea. Okay, well, there's tea. We got marmalade. We did not get apple. How do you say marmalade?
Didn't we? I say marmalade.
You say marmalade?
Yeah.
We got
Apple.
Okay.
Breakfast, they're saying, is backwards. Fourth line up. 1, 2.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What else are we missing?
We got waffles. We just got diner before. We got berries. Do we have orange?
Orange.
Where is it?
Right here. Did we get bacon?
I don't think so. Or pear.
I think we did get pear.
I think we got biscuit, right? Definitely got cereal. We got biscuit. I see it.
Oh, bee and breakfast is bacon going up. Thank you.
Okay. We got waffles.
Okay.
Butter?
Yeah, I don't know if we got
I'm not
butter.
sure about these ones. I'm not sure about the remaining 4 here.
Yeah.
If we ever got them.
I think we got pear.
Did we get pear?
Yeah, I think so.
We did. Coffee. Oh, I see it.
Oh, great. So orange is above eggs, Mary says. But where
Oh, we
are
got
eggs?
orange.
Oh, okay, we got that, yeah.
Butter and milk. Now, we may already have them, but
We have butter already.
we have butter?
Yep.
All right. So that
And
pesky milk.
milk.
Oh, right here.
Oh,
Am I
great.
okay.
There it is.
We found it. We always do.
You can't hide from us.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what's remaining.
All right. So you want? I'm not sure if we have discovered anything.
Yeah. CBS.
Oh my goodness.
They're behind all of it.
Whoa. Yeah, there are like cues in here and stuff.
Yeah.
Mew, dro. Okay. Well,
All right.
we were gonna do it. So we
Yeah.
did it.
Okay.
Here's the other one we could do.
Yeah.
Just kind of knock out the
Gossip
little
corner.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's read the gossip corner because
Yeah.
I liked it and it might
did too.
indicate stuff. Lenny Loose Lips. Now,
Yes.
my immediate thought on reading Lenny Loose Lips was the author was
Mm-hmm.
there's a character in this called Lenny Loose Lips, and then I caught up about a half a second later.
Yeah.
And realized no, someone is Lenny Loose Lips.
Right. Right.
Which feels obvious now, but still. Most likely to survive an apocalypse is Al Davis. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm convinced the man's indestructible. Maybe he's part cockroach.
Again with the bugs.
That'll explain those beady little eyes of his, and he certainly is well prepared for an apocalypse considering all the doomsday talk he spews at his church. Mm-hmm. Most likely to
Okay.
sell you mystery meat, Chuck and Sarah Hawthorn. That farm of theirs always stinks of burnt meat, and maybe not the pig variety. A customers at Bingo's once found a wedding ring in their pulled pork sandwich. I wonder how often they have to pay off the local health inspector. And then most likely to marry a monster hybrid was Dodd Plum. Poor Dodd. He runs the Blue Lizzy
I like Dodd.
Museum and Petting Zoo, and his name is being dragged in the
Yeah.
mod.
By Lenny Loose
Poor
Lips.
Dodd. All right, why don't we tackle this?
Okay.
I love crossword puzzles. I always have, and I'm kind of pumped for this. To
All
be
right, great.
honest. I don't know everything, obviously, but
Yeah.
whatever.
In the style of As with Chicken. That I don't know.
What's that font? Courier new. Let's do that. Let's get some white going here.
Yeah, good call.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is gonna drive me nuts, isn't it? Good enough.
Yeah.
In the style of As with Chicken, I don't know. Me to Napoleon.
I don't
idea.
know.
Something with state or cycle.
Don't know if it's on Graveyard Shift.
Okay.
Oh, people want to see their horoscopes.
Do you want to see their horoscope?
Yeah.
How many people do we have here?
Yeah.
If everybody
Not a
has
million.
The same
Let's see.
horoscope.
2 people in the same horoscope.
All right, what is it?
Taurus.
All right. Jack Torrance?
Yes. Oh, good. So we just have to do Taurus.
Taurus? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's see. I don't even know what time of the year that is.
I don't either.
Here we go. April 20th to May 20th. It's time for you to pick up a new hobby or revisit an old pastime you've forgotten. Browse our selection of craft supplies for your next art venue or buy some seeds to start a flower garden.
How nice.
So that's just an advertisement.
Yes. Monica just helped us out. So Allah is number 1, like in the style of As with Chicken, like a la Francaise.
Oh, chicken a la Francaise.
Yep.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
I got it.
Understood.
Okay.
All right.
And moi, me to Napoleon.
Oh, because it's French.
Right.
Okay, 9 across, something with state or cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Working the graveyard shift. Author
Poe.
of the Raven would be Poe or E EPA.
That's right. Ipa.
EPA.
Foot digit.
Toe.
Toe? Yeah, okay.
Po to toe.
Poto.
Easy. Hello,
Poto.
Poto.
Hello,
Poto.
Poto. Hello, Poto. Idris, the Wire actor Elba.
Oh, wow. There's just a flat out Idris Elba.
I know, I'm surprised by that.
That's kind of funny.
I guess it's like a real newspaper kind of thing because there's also, I just noticed for the first time this crossword is by Dark Scale, and there was
who is Dark Scale?
Yeah.
Was written in the truck stop.
yes, interesting.
Who is Dark Scale?
Except they wrote Dark Scale with a K.
Dark Scale.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. Interesting.
What do you think
Anyway,
Dark Scale is.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Same.
16 across. Expression of discovery. Aha.
Wind instrument. Flute, but that's not the right thingy.
Nah, we'll figure that one out.
Tori for 18. 90s singer-songwriter Amos.
T-O-R-I, right? Okay. 19 across. Geek or dweeb.
Nerd.
It's funny. They're all just synonymous. All right. 20.
Ifs.
No ifs and or buts. Oh, no. Do not do. Do not say. IFS. 22. Conjunction for options. I'm gonna
Or?
take this down. This or that. Conjunction.
Yeah.
Okay. 23. Military alliance established in. You
1949.
know I don't know that.
Yeah, it's.
Here, blank gone tomorrow is today.
Wouldn't be like the UN. I don't know. Yeah.
This is gonna be something that we're gonna be like, oh. Of
Yeah,
course.
I know.
Los
You know
Angeles
what?
or
Christy says tri-state tricycle. So like the 3 thing for state or cycle.
Tri-state, tricycle.
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
And she says wind instrument is oboe. Yeah. Good crosswording, Christy.
All right. Survival of the fittest.
Where's that?
It's down.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were asking Oh, it's NATO for the 1949 alliance.
The North American Treaty Organization, of course.
Of course.
I'm going to be so foolish. Okay.
Let's see.
Sanford
5.
and Son. Sorry, I just see this one right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
All right, we can figure out the rest of this stuff.
Wait, real
Probably is
quick.
14 down. Shift the blame. Yeah.
Real quick. So number 5 going down is period or milieu. It's arrow? E-R-O?
What? Where?
Here. Not era? Right?
Period or milieu.
Arrow. E-R-O?
I don't know.
That's just a word I don't know.
I'm going to fix the font on this one. It's
Okay.
driving me nuts. All right. I don't know, but 4 down would be a thing. This Poe is not right.
No, what is
Author
it?
of the Raven, abbreviated. EPA.
It is EAP.
EAP.
Yeah.
EAP. My bad.
Eep.
Era. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Which then makes 4 down. A thing is an item.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
7 down. A kind of joint or hat.
Kind of joint or hat?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh, we'll put oboe in and maybe that'll help.
Oh, okay. O-B-O-E. Okay. Odor for 13 down. Confirmed. That's a scent. 12 down. Roman River. Tiber River. 17 down. Singer Yoko Ono. So that's all confirmed. So then 7 down. A kind of joint or hat.
My blah, blah. What is that?
Might. Wow.
Joint or hat?
Migard.
Minerd? Is minerd a thing?
Mitered joint?
What the hell is this?
I'm going to say it's a T.
It's anyone's guess because I've
Like a joint not on your body, but like I think that's like a woodworking thing.
Mitered?
I think so.
I've never heard of that before.
I don't know.
Diana says, yeah, mitered.
Okay.
Okay.
That completes that.
Great.
So now we've got that if and when we need it.
Right.
I guess. Like just kind of like knocking stuff out.
Yeah, totally.
You know. I don't think
Succulent pork stew.
Ooh.
I bet those ingredients aren't right if it came from Sarah Hawthorn. See, here I am. I just came into town and I'm already spreading rumors.
Listen, you're going to fit right in. You know what? I say it. You're going to fit right in. Kristen, you're going to love it here. You're going to fit right in.
All right, Cannon, let's eat this soap.
All right, fine. Can we create a surface? Chip apart that.
Yeah, everybody knows about mitering except for me. Where the hell have I been?
I don't know. You can use the top of this sand thing.
Okay.
Try to not get soap shavings all over my desk if possible.
Now I'm just opening the soap right now.
And let's get a view here with our reactions. We'll put that right there in the middle. We're going to open the Hawthorn Farm soap given to us by Sarah Hawthorn because we suspect that there is something in it.
There we go.
So Kristen's going to carve it apart. I consider just like washing our hands with it over and over or something until we reveal what's inside, but we're going to go the more direct route.
Yeah. So I noticed that it looks like a normal soap and everything, like you would think, but then the top is a different texture. It's not reading on camera, but it's a different texture than the rest of it.
Yeah.
Smooth soapy thing, rough weirdness. So let's see if I can
You're just going to have to
crack it.
I don't know if you're going to be able to crack it. And also
I'm so sorry
be mindful of the fact that if there's something in there, you probably don't want to stab it.
Right.
So no,
It might just be soap.
you think it's just soap? Well, this is why we're detectives, though.
That's right.
We've got to leave no stone left unturned.
That's right.
So this is
this
how
like those videos on Instagram of like satisfying things or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of freak show comments.
Let's see. William, I think it's just soap.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes a soap is just a soap.
Oh boy, I don't know. Boy, do I feel like a dope on the soap.
Yeah, it's worth trying.
The way it's described in Sarah's letter to us, she says, "As a welcome gift, I've enclosed a piece of the handcrafted soap my brother and I sell. It's made with tallow.
That's nice.
Yeah, tallow.
I wonder. Okay. No, go ahead. Finish.
Just rendered right here on our farm, and as any of our customers will tell you, it does wonders for the complexion."
All right, here you go, William. Here you go. So there are rumors about the food from Hawthorn Farms being human meat.
Right.
Tallow is like fat,
Right.
basically, that you make soap with. I wonder if we're going to find out that they are indeed responsible for the missing people and that they've killed them and they've used them to make soap and food and things like that. So the very soap that they have gifted us, where they've specifically remarked that's made out of tallow from their farm, that we're going to find out that this is human soap.
Yeah, this is the person that's gone missing.
Yeah.
That would be a particularly like gory detail.
I like that.
For Hunt a Killer
Yeah.
as a company to give us this.
Yes. And then be
tell
like,
us in the
it's
story that
human
it's
soap.
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be.
I think that's. I hope that's where we're going. I like the idea of that. They're like, oh, that soap that I loved. Ugh.
The first thing I thought when I saw this soap was there's something in that soap.
Yeah, like when you like sneak somebody a key or whatever.
And if anybody-
and seriously, the top is different.
Yeah, I don't know, but that just may be where it's cut apart or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe this was the butt end of the bread. You know what
Maybe,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And this is where it was sliced cleanly from a bigger
Yeah,
piece of,
maybe.
of soap.
Maybe I've been wanting to make soap lately.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody from Hunt a Killer is going to see this video and be like, "You idiot! That soap was supposed to be just like a nice thing,
Yeah.
like a souvenir from the world of Hawthorn Junction."
We might
All
get
right,
made
well,
fun
that's
of.
one theory out the window.
Yeah.
but
It was fun. I liked cutting that soap.
it was fun.
Maybe I'll start an Instagram account of me cutting soaps.
Sure, there's a chance it'll be wildly successful.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But so in the Jenkin, that pink flyer thing, Jenkins all natural homemade bar soap made lovingly with coconut oil, sunflower oil, lavender, dried rose hip, honeysuckle extract, and lye. We offer a better, more ethical, and higher quality bar soap than our competitors at Hawthorn Farms. We do not use any animal byproducts, only all natural herbs and essential oils. Our homemade bar soap is organic, refreshing, and cruelty-free. Try it today for only $4.99. So
it seems like there's a problem between the Jenkins and the Hawthorns as well.
Yeah,
Not just the
absolutely.
Jenkins and the, what was the other last name?
Dodd.
Yeah.
Ichabod. No, Plum.
Oh, Plum. Yeah,
Plum.
yeah.
Because it's Dodd Plum who runs the thing.
Yeah.
But, okay. All right. interesting, but just interesting to note that there is the Hawthorn stuff they do,
Right.
and then competing companies that always point the finger back at.
Right.
Although it's also important to note that like the other place where this happens is Lenny Looselip's Gossip Corner, which is in the Jenkins paper, to be
True.
like, the Hawthorn meat is gross. And right above it, there's an ad that's like, our soap is cruelty free. So it's always the Jenkins general store paper pointing a finger at the Hawthorn stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if the Jenkins have a chip on their shoulder all about the fact that they're founders of the town, and yet the name of the town is Hawthorn.
Yeah, maybe.
Among other things.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know where you could get a chip on your shoulder? Mm-hmm. Bingo's Diner. Maybe if someone threw it at you.
What, a bingo chip or whatever?
Chip.
Yeah.
You might get a chip on your shoulder in a restaurant, Kristen.
Oh, I gotcha.
Strictly speaking, it's not impossible.
Not at all. Let's see.
So there's a thing in here and there's a lot of French names I noticed in town. Like the Molyneux were referenced before.
Yeah.
And here in Bingo's Diner,
yeah.
there's like a little thing about the history. Serving you since 1948. Opened after World War II by Bobby Bingo Bro. Bingo's is Hawthorn Junction's oldest continually operating restaurant. Yes, the Lakeview Inn has been open since before the town was founded in 1910, but when you close for a year in the 1930s, you forfeit the title of oldest restaurant in town.
Yeah, I love that.
Bingo's is now owned and operated by Bobby's grandson, Buster Bro, who is proud to continue his grandfather's legacy of serving tasty food made fresh right here in the kitchen, always from local ingredients. Now, Bingo's is in cahoots, you might say, with Hawthorn because they get all their meat from Sarah and Chuck Hawthorn.
Right.
Which, even in the ad, they push Bingo's heavily.
Yeah.
And then they totally gloss over Amanda's Diner.
Right. They're like, you could also get food there.
Which doesn't seem to have anything in it that I could really see. I read it.
Me neither.
It just seems like a menu.
It just seems like a menu, yeah.
Amanda's, in that regard, is like almost more suspicious because there's not really a thing that I found yet on the menu that ties it in as a clue, so to speak. It might just be part of coloring the world and like lending authenticity to our experience.
I think it might, yeah.
But I can't quite tell.
Yeah.
So the way I see it, we've got a couple of options ahead of us, and I think maybe one of them is clearer than the others.
Yeah.
We could take a look at the Blue Lizzie stuff. We've got the flyer for the Blue Lizzie Petting Zoo, which has a website.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
We could look more closely at the detective papers, but we already kind of looked at those, though she does have...
she goes person by person and kind of names people that she's run into.
Yep. Or we could check out the Hawthorn Farmstead website.
You know what? Actually, now, since we're on the Hawthorn tip, let's do that. Let's look at the Farmstead website. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
All right. So we're just going to kind of poke around a little bit, looking for URLs and stuff.
Yep.
Obviously, we're in the business section still because we were trying to check out Bingo's Diner before. They call out the Bucktooth Bar, favorite watering hole, Thursday nights karaoke nights, Toadie's Cafe on Main Street. It's funny that we didn't have like anything about Toadie's Cafe.
Yeah, that is a little weird. We also don't know anything about the Bucktooth Bar, though, right?
No, that's true. But I guess I'm thinking of the bar as a bar versus like we've got Bingo's Diner and Amanda's Diner are competition somehow and reference to us.
Yeah.
And then Toadie's Cafe seems to also just be like, should be in league with Amanda and Bingo, but wasn't mentioned. Bucktooth
that is
seems
weird.
like a different animal.
Yeah.
Toadie's Cafe is the perfect
So to
place to grab
speak.
some hot drinks. Yeah, true. One of the table is always occupied by a well-loved pair of teddy bears. A cute quirk that adds to the cafe's special charm. Despite the lack of seating, they've got some of the best home-brewed coffee in town.
Nice.
I'd be sitting in Toadie's Cafe.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I'd be parked there with my laptop.
Oh, me too. Be
Amanda's
settling in.
Diner, again, given the short shrift.
Yeah.
Established in 1984, Amanda's is the other diner in town. They're open 24/7
Yeah.
at the end.
The shade of it all.
Shopping and culture, Blue Lizzie Museum and Petting Zoo. Again, leads us to the Blue Lizzie website, which we already found in the clues. I'm looking out for other URLs for this site, though. Jenkins General Store. Hawthorn Junction's historic trading post that carry everything you could possibly want, from licorice to live bait, all in one store. They also provide postal services and are in charge of the town's door-to-door mail delivery. GFG Auction House, sister location to the original, founded by Gregory F. Graham. It has antiques, furniture, rugs, handcrafted goods. It hosts Blue Lizzie memorabilia auctions during the annual Lizzie on Main festival, which just happened, which we moved in town too late to be part of.
Right. Which is interesting.
Corral Cinema. 3-screen theater was home to Hawthorn Junction's Music Hall. Every Halloween, they host the Weekend of Terror Film Festival, featuring a lineup of classic horror flicks. Be sure to check out their collection of vintage movie memorabilia in the lobby.
Now, wait, before you scroll, it's just a random idea. Try moving your mouse around these pictures, too, to just see if there's anything clickable. I didn't see anything, but I was just thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem like...
You know how I get to thinking.
They seem like they're just pictures. Okay. But we can also do, like, you know, silly stuff, like try to highlight everything that exists on the page to find anything secret.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here we are. Local services, mechanics. Paula's truck stop. Seems normal. Exterminator's pest assured they'll get rid of any pest and be in and out of your home in a timely manner. Rest assured, asked for Ray.
Always with the Ray.
Seems normal. Contractors, done. Right. Done. Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. It's weird.
And all these people that have gone missing in this quaint little town.
Right.
It just rings a bell, almost like from another life, like from a paranormal universe.
Yeah, and all these bugs.
I know.
Everywhere.
All this pest control stuff?
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
No, nor mine.
No. Done Right Construction. Reliable construction services, perfect for home renovations and asbestos abatement. G. Trenton & Co. Construction, roofing repair, Smith & East.
Wait a second. Taylor just said Paula, C&P. Where was Paula? Oh, Paul is on the truck
Paula's
stop.
truck stop.
Yeah. So maybe she's writing on the wall of her own bathroom.
Interesting. 2C from P, written in the place where you do pee.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes a little C, too. What, you don't do that? Guys. Yeah, Taylor, good call.
That's a great call, but I'm sorry, I'm distracted for 1 second. Plumbers, Franny Prune and Sons. Old Franny Prune.
Prune and plum.
Prune and plum.
Huh. Interesting.
That plum is
a prune
pruny.
is just an old plum.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything to that.
There definitely is. This would be awesome if we developed our own pet theories that are like so off the mark. Experts in leaky pipes and blocked toilets.
CUP, Christy, you're right.
CUP.
Yeah.
Whoa. Paulson, Vernon, and Cromwell. Burst pipe. Paulson, Vernon, and Cromwell can help. Heating and cooling. All right, this is where there was
Marco Polo.
Yeah. Marco Polo and Hawthorn Heating and Cooling. Seemed like they had some competition for the Hawthorn Farmstead thing. No need to wander the globe in search of world-class air conditioning. All right. Good. Lakeview Inn, last business. Once a stagecoach stop, this inn and restaurant has served Hawthorn Junction's residents and visitors alike since before the town was founded in 1910. It is currently the only hotel within the town limits with 10 charming rooms that always fill up fast around festival season, so hurry and book your room today. Cool. So that is the business section. Let's go back home and then we can move forward. Is that good?
Yep. Did we click through all the sections?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. They've got a bunch of photographs of town. Cool.
We should probably click through all the sections, though, right?
We should. I'm just saying, like, we started in businesses, but that's like the third thing here. So let's just go back to one.
I thought you had said we'll go to one and then we are done or something like that. No.
Yeah. The first settler in this area was Herbdale Hawthorn, who established his farm on the banks of Sag Pond. Lake grew. He sold half of his acreage to two other settlers, Ichabod Plum and Samuel Junkin.
Later known as Ichabod Prune.
Plum and Junkin often quarreled about their land boundaries, but Hawthorn acted as a mediator between the two and generally kept the peace. Aha. Junkin and Plum agreed in 1910 to incorporate a large parcel of their land into the creation of a new town, which was originally founded by Henry P. Hawthorn, son of Herbdale Hawthorn. He took it upon himself to name the new town after his family, so Hawthorn Junction was born. So that question's answered.
Yeah, and I can see why maybe Jenkins or Plums wouldn't love that. He took it upon himself when they decided to incorporate a piece of land. He was like, well, this is my name
I was the first one here.
Yeah.
So therefore it's mine.
Right.
As an isolated rural town, Hawthorn Junction didn't have access to modern technology until 1912, when Henry bought a telegraph for the newly built town hall. Morse code was a difficult concept for most residents to grasp, and the presence of the telegraph was a rival for Jenkins General Store's postal service. But as the town developed, it embraced the implements of modern society while still remaining true to its pastoral roots. Today, Hawthorn Junction is a small town bustling with life and culture, shaped by its deep history. Descendants of the three founding families still live and own thriving businesses in town. While the community centers around its scenic attractions and agriculture, its main draw is the annual Lizzy on Main Festival and Parade. Visit today and experience everything Hawthorn Junction has to offer. Let's look again for anything.
Yeah.
Secret on the page.
Okay.
Everything seems pretty straightforward, though. Events.
Up and up.
Seasonal calendar. No, we got a good few things here.
Yeah.
We have like a copy of this basically.
Yeah, in print.
Yeah, in print. So again, all the bug stuff. Quarterly worm, slug, and snail race. In spring is the qualifying round. Summer is the quarterfinals. Fall is the semifinals. And then winter is the championship.
Yeah.
Holy Waters Fellowship Church Easter egg hunt in the spring. Hawthorn Junction Founders Day. The high school charity exhibition game. Lizzie on Main happens in the summer. So we moved just at the end of summer, I guess, then. Chili cook-off. I wonder whose meat that
about
is.
to say.
Who's in the meat. Weekend of Terror Film Festival. Lizard Leap charity race. Nativity tree thing. Lights contest. Tri-County Ice Sculpture Grand Prix.
Good amount of town thingies.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have fresh produce from Waldrop Farms.
Interesting.
Soap and pork products from Hawthorn Farms, and a variety of handmade crafts at the farmers market. Lizzie on Main. Every year during the second week in August, join us on Main Street as we celebrate Hawthorn Junction's very own legend, Blue Lizzie. There's fun for the whole family, food, games, contests, and parade. And then things that happen in the park.
Lizzie sings the blues.
Oh, the
Man.
rib eating contest has ribs from Hawthorn Farms.
Okay. Uh-oh. Judged by Mir Roscoe,
There's
who
music.
we know as a Shademeister.
Music by Screaming Pete and the Swamp Cats. Dodd Plum has his movie playing constantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Which could give him an alibi to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm showing my movie all day. When
Right.
really it's just like, you're just showing your movie.
Right.
could've
You don't have to
left
be
or
there for
something,
that. Right.
You know? Kids Fun Zone, Balloon Animals, Bouncy Castle, Face Painting, Insect Zoo.
Insects. Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
Magic shows, obstacle course, relay races, water slide, wildlife displays, special stargazing, sleepover.
And the Pest Assured Exterminators have a booth at the festival.
Interesting.
Festival.
Festival. Okay.
All right.
Institutions. The church.
High school.
Fraternal Brotherhood of Bobcat. This was referenced somewhere
Yes.
before.
Yes.
Like-minded gentlemen. They host
Oh,
social
yeah. I
gatherings.
wonder what's up with this. That's right.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. And it's also, its current chapter magister is Mayor Roscoe. So first of all, it sounds secret society-ish. Like
Yeah.
something weird could be going on. Maybe they're like worshiping Blue Lizzie, or maybe they've killed these people and everything. Yeah, something to keep our eye on, I think. The Fraternal Brotherhood of... Why can't I talk? Fraternal Brotherhood of Bobcat.
Yeah.
That is hard to say.
The Historical Society has an entire branch dedicated just to Blue Lizzie with Dodd Plum as the chair. The Hunters Association, Marshall Jenkin is the current president.
Okay.
And Sarah Hawthorne is the current chairwoman of the Holy Waters Fellowship Lady Auxiliary. So
Okay, that makes
Chuck
sense.
Hawthorne
Yeah.
is the deacon. Sarah Hawthorne is the chair of
Yeah.
the Ladies Auxiliary.
So big church muckety mucks.
Yeah. Oh, let's look for anything.
Yeah.
Let's quickly. Nope.
Nope.
All right. Government.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. We're going to have like meetings.
Yeah.
Or minutes for the meetings, I
Yeah.
guess. The town hall. Cole Roscoe presides in town hall and oversees Hawthorn Junction's political endeavors. Town hall is the meeting place for the town council, a 10-person body that votes monthly on the town's planning and zoning, as well as any other pressing matters. An archive of various town meeting minutes can be found below. We'll look at that in a second.
Yeah.
Visitors Center. You can find maps, brochures, coupons, newspapers, bulletin board. The front desk is open those hours. All right.
Cool.
Let's just open. I think we're going to finish this website and have to stop.
Yeah, I
but
think
we can
so.
take a quick look at.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. This would be good anyway then. 'cause
Yeah.
This would be the kind of thing that you and I would want to just like read so that we can
Yeah.
condense it. But
Yeah.
What's the difference here? Special minutes. Crime reduction
Oh, interesting. Okay.
versus regular minutes. Regular minutes. Regular minutes.
So I wonder, special minutes, if that means somebody called a special meeting, do you think, rather than just they're just having a regular town hall meeting?
Let's take a look, just because this one's obviously a bit different. The session was called by Charlie Jenkin in response to her son's disappearance, and what she feels is an increase in crime in Hawthorn Junction. Mayor Roscoe expressed sympathy that we urge caution in assessing this so-called spike in crime.
You know what I noticed, William?
What?
I could be wrong. I would need to look through. I feel like people's names are missing like one letter. Like Charlie Jenkins is like Charlie with just ending with an I. I think somebody's name is Marshall with just an L, not a double L at the end.
Really?
Jenkin is kind of a weird last
Jenkin is
name
weird.
as opposed to Jenkins.
I do agree.
It probably isn't really anything. It might just be something that kind of like makes you feel a little bit off kilter.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm noticing odd names are just missing one letter that are just a little strange.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting observation. I think you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Even plum. It would be Plumb.
Well, if it was the word like for the fruit plum, it's just that.
Yeah.
If you were like plumbing the depths of something, it would be Plumb.
All right.
For plum and prune, that's perfectly right.
Just saying prune.
Prune.
Cool. We'll have to do a deeper dive on
Yeah,
this for
yeah.
part 2.
Yeah.
So let's finish out the website
Interesting.
then. Nature and photo gallery is what we got. Sag Pond Lake. Favorite spot for campers, sailors, and fishermen. Also home to the mysterious lake monster known as Blue Lizzy.
It'd be
the
awesome if you
marina-
could just see like a little
Yeah.
Blue Lizzie thing there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But there's like an animation.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. The marina, you can park your boat. The campground is great for camping, hiking, fishing. All this stuff seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The landing, great for hiking. Hunger Point, fishing spot. Mayflower Park, grass, jogging, playing, picnicking, more. They have persimmon trees that yield fruit in the late fall.
Oh, beautiful.
And the Farm Street Pond. Scenic pond where residents can enjoy a quiet moment away from the bustle of town. It is home to a family of mallard ducks that have lived in Hawthorn for generations.
Oh, how nice.
Pictured here.
Yeah.
Look at those mallards.
There's Jonathan and why? There's Jenny. They've lived here forever. We know them.
What, John and Jenny Mallard? I love them. In the photo gallery.
Let's see here.
Yeah, so we got a farm. Old Town.
Ooh, hang on. Well, you gotta look at it. For some reason, my phone isn't showing me people's whole comments. Look at Mary's most recent comment. Is Blue Lizzy like a hallucination from eating the food, like the green fairy for absinthe?
Oh.
It's been going on long enough. I mean, that's a sweet idea.
That's an awesome idea.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have to like consider that. I think.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
That's awesome.
This photo feels like it's been
Yes.
tampered with to me.
Yes.
Oh, every
Nope.
time I click, it goes away. This looks like the Double R Diner from Twin Peaks.
It totally
I
does.
think this is the Double R Diner from Twin Peaks.
It looks a ton like it. It might be.
This machine too. I think this is the Double R Diner from Twin Peaks.
I don't remember that machine from Twin Peaks.
I think so.
There's a jukebox, I think, like there.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But even the neon stuff in the ceiling,
Is there neon stuff in the ceiling? And
I think so.
I don't know.
I do get Twin
But-
Peaksy vibes.
Yes, me too, for sure. So would that definitely show if there was anything?
No, I was just curious
Yeah.
if anything would show up. Ooh,
Why don't?
Bingo's Diner. Thank you, Bingo's Diner, for naming us best restaurant for a 14th year in a row. And look at the names here. Carson Jenkin,
Yeah.
big in the middle here. Capital C, capital, well, everything is all capital, but like look at the size of the A. It's
Yeah.
weird, right?
Arson. It kind of looks like.
Oh my goodness.
So Taylor said that she was kind of like building on that and said unwitting cannibalism will still affect your mental state. Taylor was writing about how cannibalism has been shown to like, it was farther up in the chat, I'm not sure, but that it like messes with your body and mind.
Really?
Eating human. I wonder if there's anything to that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. She looked into it after playing Until Dawn and hearing the story of HMS Erebus.
Until Dawn.
That
was
game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that game. So we've got some names like Leon Chandler, or
Yeah.
yeah, Marsha Louise Krupp, Buster Bro, which we read before. I
Right.
think was Buster. He was from Bingo's Diner. I think he's
He's one of the like owners or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Genty or something.
Yeah.
Harold Plum, Kathy McNeese, Will Townsend, maybe Darlene Huckner, Shayla Blaylock, Arthur Broussard,
Broussard.
Norwood Crowder.
That was what was reminding me of Twin Peaks a little bit, the French names.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
yeah.
it's close
you're-
to the Canadian border.
You're absolutely right. And Marianne Standish.
Yeah.
All right.
Persimmon trees
Lovely, lovely.
swaying in the persimmon breeze.
Look at those mallard ducks again.
Jenny and Jonathan.
This looks
That's
like
like,
our town,
yeah.
doesn't it? This looks like where we live a little. And Massachusetts.
I would say it looks like Lennox to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, It totally looks like Lennox.
Yeah.
I'm unsettled.
A mystery based on Lennox.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
It's very odd. Very odd indeed.
Carved out. Ooh, look at the scratch marks here on the tree.
Oh, sweet. And then also, what is this?
I don't know.
Is that a zoomable? It looks like maybe like a boot or something, possibly. Like that loop could be where you
Yeah.
pull a boot up. A boot.
Bootstrap.
Yeah.
What are bootstraps?
The things that the loops that you pull.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Bunch of veggies.
Oh, Taylor, thank you. She said, Will, you got 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
This really looks like Lennox.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
The hell?
Very strange.
Yeah, very.
Okay, park bench. I was going to try to see if there's any writing on it, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Blue Lizzie thing. This is just like almost like every photo from the website.
Look, they're being murdered.
She's eating him right over there. Ah,
Oh, it's Blue Lizzie.
monster.
I found them.
Hawthorn Junction. We're back at the
Okay.
beginning. Okay, so then we've got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna consider this a cliffhanger in 2 seconds here. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look very briefly at the Blue Lizzie flyer here for the museum and petting zoo.
Yeah.
and then we're gonna take a look at this. Mm-hmm. We're gonna stop.
Yep.
And next time when we come back, we'll take a look at the Blue Lizzie website.
Yeah. I
Right?
think that's a good
And
idea.
we'll be able to talk about the minutes from the
Yes.
thing, and we'll be able to take the Hawthorn Junction mystery a little bit further.
Yes.
So, Blue Lizzie, this is the story of the monster. Maybe this is a good place to stop because, like, if this is one of the things that is supposed to be explaining all the missing people,
Right.
we haven't really talked about it just yet.
No.
So, let's identify our monster. Blue Lizzie, part lizard, part woman. The mysterious creature known as Blue Lizzie has stalked Sag Pond Lake for centuries, terrorizing livestock and confounding residents. Described as a towering blue reptilian creature of the female persuasion, with glowing red eyes and a taste for flesh, Blue Lizzie is an elusive beast and fascinating local legend. But is she a man-eating monster or a gentle giant who is more afraid of us than we are of her?
It's a good question. Taylor just asked if there are any pictures of Bingo's Diner that show the parking lot dumpster. Not so far.
Not that I saw.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-mm. Like, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so.
Can't, like, easily scroll.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm going to give that a firm no.
Yeah.
But it is the kind of thing that, like, is this... Like, I would assume that this is Bingo's from the inside.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Mm-hmm. Either way, we wouldn't be able to look under a dumpster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But not at this point. Maybe there's going to be something where we can
maybe.
figure something out.
It just feels
Like
so...
zoom like crazy. Maybe there's another photo set or photo that we'll acquire somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
True. So evidently at the museum and petting zoo, you can see plaster casts of Lizzie's tracks, video footage, sightings. There's a petting zoo where you can pet Lizzie's closest known relatives, which are just
I know, it's really
pet
funny.
lizards and snakes and stuff. We have all kinds of cold-blooded creatures, from geckos to snakes to our beloved alligator, Lizzie 2. Rest in peace, Lizzie 1. Like this.
So it shows how long it's been going on.
They did a good job at making this feel authentic because
totally.
this feels playful in a way where it's like, yeah, of course we believe in the monster.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we believe in Blue Lizzie? And it's said with that look where it's like they don't really believe in it. They just
Yeah,
kind of
it's
keep
fun.
the fun alive.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Even the font and everything is like what would really be for a brochure of a petting zoo.
Yeah.
It all
which
feels
I think
right.
is papyrus.
It's papyrus.
This is a joke. Well, it might be. I don't know. I can't tell. For the Hunter Killer designers, there was a big kerfuffle, I know, for the movie Avatar, where the font for that movie was just papyrus.
Yeah, yeah.
And a bunch of designers that I know
Yes.
freaked out about that for years, where they were like, they didn't design anything. They just used papyrus font.
Yeah.
And then there was an SNL sketch
Yeah.
that made it even bigger. I almost wonder if that's what's going on here. That, like,
They would use papyrus for something like that.
100%. But I
Yeah.
also wonder if they're like, hey, we'll use papyrus.
Yeah, probably. They probably had a little fun.
Yeah. There's a guided tour of Blue Lizzie locations. Maybe you'll even run into Lizzie herself.
Ooh.
A gift shop of Blue Lizzie stuff. We've already got
Yep.
like a
We have a
Lizzie
Blue
on
Lizzie
Main.
hat.
Yeah. Hat there. Dodd Plum first encountered Blue Lizzie as a boy growing up in Hawthorn Junction. Since then, he has dedicated his life to chronicling the history of this noble, elusive creature. He's the region's foremost cryptozoological investigator, and his book, Am I Blue? An Intimate History of Blue Lizzie, Hawthorn Junction's own mysterious lake monster, 1812, to today. is available for sale in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And then have you seen her? Report your sighting on our website. Blue Lizzy is definitely real.com. Serious reports only. I wonder if we can report a sighting.
Yeah.
Like, toy with them.
Oh, I wonder.
You know, that'd be funny. This also makes me think this is a little oddball, but there was a time where I didn't know what to call all these Hunt-A-Killer videos that we do.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of this year, I started calling them Haunted Sponge Definitely Solves.
Yeah.
Now, I did that after this happened, but this made me think of that.
Yeah.
Blue Lizzy is definitely real. Like, I always hear that definitely as complete sarcasm.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And so the last thing...
Yeah, I assumed that it was complete sarcasm, except the serious reports only thing makes it sound genuine.
I know. Well, that's why I think that it's like to refute anybody who thinks she's not real.
Yeah.
She's definitely real.
Right.
Of course she's real.
Right.
And here we go. I think the final image for part 1 of our exploration of Hawthorn Junction, just to tie it all in, the Hawthorn Junction map from the Lizzie on Main parade has an entire section dedicated to the Blue Lizzy self-guided tour locations, which would take you from Cypress Landing to Hunger Point up here. These are all around the lake, I believe.
Yep.
Sag Pond Municipal Campground, Sag Pond Lake Marina, and Waldrop Farms is way up here beyond the Hawthorn Farm. So that's all the Lizzie stuff. And you can see Lizzie peeking out of the lake as well, showing that... I don't know. I felt like it was interesting that they didn't go like ham on the Blue Lizzy imagery on the map.
Yeah.
Which also feels realistic because a little kid would be like, I found her. Yeah,
it's so cute.
Like
it's weird that it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, that you have to go backwards and then go all the way. You know? I wonder if there's going to be any significance to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to find out next time.
I guess we will.
On Hawthorn Junction.
That's right.
That's going to be it from us
guys.
right now in part 1. Sort of figuring out where the clues lie.
That's right, getting our bearings.
Exactly. We found a couple things that we need to do a little more investigation of, the minutes from the meetings of the town council. But we'll be back in the future for a part 2 to get deeper into the mystery.
That's right.
I want to thank you all for hanging out with us, watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go out there, spread the word about what we're doing. Go get sign up for a Hunt-A-Killer subscription at huntakiller.com.
Yeah.
Get your own Hawthorn Junction box at huntakiller.com/Hawthorn Junction.
Yeah, by the time we do this next, 'cause it's probably going to be a couple of weeks. We haven't scheduled it yet. Like, conceivably, you could probably order Hawthorn Junction and have it at home by the time we do it next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you're like really literally do it along with us.
And if you want more from Kristen and me, we also have a podcast called Guide to the Unknown.
Yep.
Comes out every Friday. Kristen and I research topics from the world of horror, come together, tell each other the stories, and it's always a good time. It's a comedy show. We have fun.
Yeah.
New episode comes out at midnight tonight.
That's right.
Yeah. What else? Oh, if you want to talk to us online or anything.
Yeah.
By all means.
By all means, I'm at Chillin Kristen on Instagram.
I am at Haunted Sponge. So we will see you in the future for another Hunt-A-Killer video.
That's right. Let's go down, back beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And swim away.
Whoa!
He's got me.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Kristen!